has this one teed up, and we are underway from Gillette Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Ready? Check right 54. Right 54. All right. Who's up? Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Out, 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 out. 21. Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Right hand.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing is Brady on third down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
21.
To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You got 4.
Now Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Hey, 66.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brady gives to Michel, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Wait, set. Alabama, 380. I got you, son. I got you, son. 36.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're doing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. And taken right at the 35. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd down, Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
One, Omaha.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check 26. 2. 6.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 6-0 our score after 1.
Patriots 6, 49ers nothing.
Here we go. Like 20. 65. Watch out. 21.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check. Lucky. There.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. 180. Get the ball. Eleven. 58, boy. 58.
From the 38, Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. 180. Tight ends on Ringo. 21. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your
Yeah.
Offensive unit.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
First down, 49ers.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo going underneath. It's Coleman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Brady. That's complete to the fullback, James Devlin. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. On first down, Brady gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and it's second down.
So we got man.
Throwing again. Brady. Catch is made by Harry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Brady now on first down. Forced out to his left. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be second down. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
Strong right. 13.
Garoppolo now. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Q26. Watch the screen.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Goodwin able to haul it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady, he'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady going to throw. And that's complete. It's Watson.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Brady now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Regular. 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here. Check.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A 36-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side, Coleman. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right. 4 down, 4 down.
From the 39, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Brady, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Shoot! Rip! Flare!
Shotgun now for Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin with Michel on the ground. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come with
blitz coming, And down he goes. Quan Alexander picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Alpha. Check Mike 54. Hey, high 7. Wait, 28. Let's go, baby. 28. 54 is Mike. Check, check. 180.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. James now to return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here's another interception. Picked off at about the 31. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. New England on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14.
Give me some. 72. Check, 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 check. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Jim, alert. 72.
To throw, it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quan Alexander getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, it's James. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180. Tight right. Hey, 4 down.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Here we go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Terrence Brooks with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Patriots 23, 49ers 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, hey, check it. Hey, 66.
Brady going to throw here. Complete to Watson, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Oh, you got D? Hey, go 50. Hey, second.
Brady going to look to throw. And he floated one out there, incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. Third down here.
53. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ready? Regular.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. 20! Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.